From 42 players to just 7, you know, we've had a lot of pretty fun matches through this entire tournament, but now we come ever so closer to the coveted top 6 of the tournament. And this is the final match to decide who is the last player to join that coveted spot in the top 6. Coming from opposite backgrounds, perhaps one of the rising stars of the year and data user, a seasoned veteran from 2021 to 2022. They've both made it this far as one of the lower seeds in the tournament, seed 12 and 17 respectively. And now they're looking to take each other out in this final match in order to get into the top 6. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the final match of PH Nationals 2025 semifinals. And I'm here joining you in the commentator's booth, Gabber SS, with Toshiro Ken right here beside me.
Hello. So, it's me again in the commentary booth.
Yeah, Uncle's always here, man. He always has to stream. You know,
Mhm.
I mean, you can never be tired of this guy. He's pretty fun.
Yep. Anyway, what the, perhaps as data user, um, we've seen them in the round one of the lower bracket, and we're seeing them again in round two, facing each other.
Yeah, and both of these players pretty similar stories despite having different backgrounds. Data user kind of stopped playing tournaments consistently through the past couple of years, but this one was a sort of, you could say, his comeback. I believe he stopped playing after like Nationals 2023 or something. I'm not too sure, but it should say in his profile history.
Mhm.
But yeah, data user made a comeback and look at him go. Got himself a top 8 spot despite the seed 17. And perhaps meanwhile, you probably didn't know who this guy was a couple years prior. But just like data user, he's built himself to be one of the more scarier de-seeders of the tournament, pushing his way as the seed 12 into the top 8 spot. And now look at them. They're gonna be facing each other off, the two de-seeders of the tournament to get that top 6 spot. And yeah, I believe Protects are gonna be in.
I swear if data user manages to reach in the finals round.
That would be crazy. That would be seed 17 in top 6. That's like to make it top 8 with those seedings
Yeah.
is already unprecedented. To make it even further to top 6. I'm pretty sure both of these players are very excited, and
Mhm.
yeah, Protects are up. Perhaps going for a HD1 Protect, which is pretty interesting. Data user going for Mesmerizer HR3, which pretty fair. I believe he did go for that map during his match against Yukixo as his Protect as well. So I guess he's just gonna be playing the same strategy for this match as well. Meanwhile, for Perhap, kind of interested to see him go for the hiddens, which is one of his weaker mods. But I guess he might have seen data user score against Yuki on Edamame, which wasn't the best of scores. Honestly, he got a 64k. So I guess he's just looking to abuse that.
Yeah. So you can see the complementary bans here. So first ban by perhaps is Nomad 2, which is fair. We saw data user
Mm.
in previous match with that scary score in Nomad 2. Then data user banning the reading map, which is fair.
Yeah.
We also
Per
saw perhaps with that reading skills.
uh, Perhaps I believe went for a similar ban set in terms of banning hidden too, but I guess Prep isn't too much of a reading oriented player. But then again, data user probably not looking forward to playing those sorts of maps. He did ban HD2 and Nomad 5 as well in the last round against Yukixo, so I guess he's gonna be keeping the same strategy. He doesn't want to play those maps. I don't think he was betting on Perhaps to probably protect those maps anyway, so we're just gonna be seeing the same strategy all throughout in terms of the bans from data user. And now picks are gonna be coming in after the ban phase from Perhaps. He gets rid of HR4, which is really interesting. I was expecting him to maybe go for maybe something like DT2 or HD4, some of the more speed and stamina oriented maps, but to get rid of the more techier speed map of the pool, kind of interesting, especially since it's hard rock. He should
Mhm.
be more stronger on the hard rocks. So not really. I guess he's not too keen on playing that map specifically, but that gives data users some options if he's willing to speed abuse, I guess.
Maybe because perhaps is not confident with speed as of now, but we can see that TT pools are so open. You can see that. So maybe other than the speed, this this hard rock 4 is too technical that perhaps can't play at all. So that's my guess.
Well, you just can't count out on count per app out even on the DTs, I guess. Maybe the DT2 is a bit scary, but even then, pretty solid scores on the other DTs. But we're gonna have to worry about that later, cause look at that. The protect pick is going to be perhaps first pick of the match, Edamame. The map that data user absolutely did not like in the last round against Yuki is going to be once again experienced by him in this match. Off the bat.
Such an interesting first pick by Perhap, immediately going for his protect. Maybe is confident to play the rest of the maps because we know to further understand how protect works is it's like that behind of your pocket where you just pull it out if things get wrong, or you strategize it to just pick it to build your momentum, and maybe that's what's perhaps approach go to.
I guess that's pretty a fair assumption. Probably not too keen on facing against a data user. You look at some of the skill sets that perhaps good at, and data user doing really well on the technical maps. So he's gonna probably want to have this pick over to his side to get an early point off the bat, first point to his side, and run away with a little bit of momentum if he's not confident in anything else. So far, looking so good. It's the accuracies that's speaking data user unable to hold as he did in the last round. And look at him just messing up the aim. He's not comfortable on the AR9. He's struggling immensely. And perhaps despite not doing too well at the start, he has sort of recovered his footing at the bridge.
Yeah, and oh, that's that awkward day, man. Not data users not having a good time with this. And
Man,
oh, well.
this map is just rough if you're not comfortable on the hidden mechanics, and that part, data user can't even follow the rhythm of the map. This is looking to be a complete sweep, just like last time, and perhaps, you know, he does find the misses. I mean, it is one of the harder parts, it is the Ki, but look at that, 96% accuracy, 230k and climbing. He's definitely prepared to abuse this map against data user, and look at him go. Going into the grid section, this section of the map is absolutely brutal to try and aim. The tapping and the coordination needs to be there. Data user just cannot hold on anything. Prap does find a bit of an abyssal, but it does not matter.
Perhaps just going ham with this map. 10%. That's a 10, almost 10% accuracy difference. That is so huge. That I don't know if data user will put it back. That what a fair first pick by Perhaps, and I mean it's his protect with it anyway. But such a wild gameplay by pulled off by Perhaps.
You know, if you want to start off with something big, I guess you should go for your protect, because this is a pretty big lead by Perhap. Practically 300k, that's the second best score so far. That's almost triple data user score, and that's gonna be the first point over the Perhap. There's still some free picks that data user could potentially go for if he's willing to abuse the speed. DT2 is open, HD4 as well. You were mentioning the speed maps if
Mhm.
Prep isn't looking too comfortable. I'm not too sure if we're going to be seeing the techs just yet. Since both of them, I mean, have pretty similar scores. Those are probably going to be some of the more toss up decisions that's going to be played later on in the match. But aside from that, I'm expecting data user to go for something a bit mechanical, a bit speedy, but instead goes for something a bit gambly. No mod 1. not what you would expect for a first pick is gonna be data user's first shot at getting a point.
I don't think it will might be the data user's gamble pick, but a safe pick. Like you said earlier, it's too early to pick a technical map. So I guess why not to instead of gambling, pick just for the safe sakes. Uh, warm up your the throughout the matches. Then it's like the same strategy as his previous match. Just pick this map to warm it up, their hands and aim. Then I guess go all out in the rest of the techs and speed maybe.
We'll just have to hope that it works out well for him because, yeah, Data User did pick this first, but he also lost this against Yuki by a pretty decent margin of 90k. And perhaps his score on this as well from the last round, he played this map as well against Arwind or Rewind, and he got 660k, which is one of the higher scores, the second top score of the map. So, kind of interested to see if Data User can pull off an upset and beat not only Yuki's score, but perhaps score on this as well from the previous round. Or will perhaps fumble and potentially give Data User a chance? We'll just have to wait and see, because this map is completely full of surprises. You cannot be too safe on any of these jumps. Even during the bridges, you can find any miss on the stacked 1-2s. It is so scary. But, you know, SSs from both players, not from Perhaps anymore, but it's not gonna matter. They're really comfortable on this map. It's the first misses that's gonna count, and there's Perhaps with the first miss indeed. Data User does follow, so it's not over just yet for Perhaps. But, yeah, I mean, the accuracy from Data User, pretty good. We're just gonna have to wait for more misses along the way. They're still hitting the rest of the first chorus, and there you go.
Like I said, data user picked this just for the quote unquote warm up. So, um, it some people just say it's a gamble pick, but I assume that this is one of the safe picks, I guess, picked by data user. And I mean, look at this. Both of these players are managed to recover, and we still have a lot of time, almost same accuracies. It's anyone's game.
That's for sure. Data User, one of the more scarier aim players of the tournament, still here, still looking to cook. It's the next Ki coming in. Hitting this section of the map is so important because you have a lot of free combo that you can use to scale. And Prap there with the miss right before the Ki ends. Will Data User hold? And there you go. And now in just a bit, if Data User can handle the rest of these sliders and these small jumps, he will absolutely scale without a doubt. Perhaps getting those misses at such an unfortunate moment in time is not looking good for him. I think this map is just about over unless Data User finds an uncharacteristic miss. There's a couple of jumps left before the 1/3 section. Data User just needs to hold on a bit longer. 70k and rising, and there you go.
We are not yet in the. Oh wait, I think this is the 1/3 sections already. So
Yeah.
we are about to reach the difficulty spike section. Regardless of that, perhaps manages to. Oh, I was supposed to say that manages to recover, but that 1/3 mess
It's
him up.
gone.
That could be an opportunity to bring that back, waiting for data user to miss, and
Oh
another
my
miss.
God.
That's a huge bleed there by Perhap, and data user just running it away. I guess that score so different now.
Oh my God, he is flipping the script. He hits the triples. Data User, after missing at the very start of the map, after losing on this map earlier on against Yuki, with a lower score than both of the players he's faced so far this round, he is looking to upset the Nomad 1 with an incredibly formidable 760k on the bat.
99.9 accuracy.
I
What is
I don't think he got 100s.
It's
He didn't
not!
get a single 100!
What's a wild?
Bro,
Um,
that's the second best score of the map. He literally missed on one jump and he FC'd everything else. That's absolutely
that's
ludicrous.
no, that's a double S choke indeed.
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay, you were mentioning this Nomad one is probably data user's opportunity to like warm himself up a bit. He looks warm enough already, cause oh my god, that accuracy is disgusting.
Yep, and I think that's a sign that data user can go for the other mechanics maps, and that's the different story. For now, it's perhaps big, so it's 1-1 score, so no one gets a break point yet.
We'll just have to hope for the best. Perhaps does have some options. He could go for something a bit reading oriented like the DT3 or the techie picks like HD3 as well. HR3 was data users protect, so that's a bit scary. Uh, but then again, perhaps you think of him, you think of Hard Rock, and what else is Hard Rock than Precision? So he is gonna be going for Hard Rock as his second pick of the match. Flies Me Bruno Mars is gonna be picked. One of the more harder to score maps of the pool. But perhaps for his ability to hold on the absolutely minuscule of patterns. So I think this should be a relatively strong pick for him. He does have some info on data user scores from the last match, getting 280k, pretty solid 94 AC on this against Yuki. So as long as he's confident enough on his aim, and his ability to stay consistent all throughout, because this map has some incredibly spaced patterns coming in at like an extremely small CS. I believe this is like CS7 practically. He should be good.
Yeah, and we saw that in the previous match, Zone Luis versus I think it's Zone Luis versus Lord Gabriel, played this map also. It's not indeed a friendly map. Like, my goodness, precision map and add with those funky sliders and some patterns that so full screen that I don't know if you can aim that or not.
It's absolutely just unforgiving, like a map like this is really just difficult to comprehend unless you're insanely consistent when it comes to CSs that are this small. 7.2. Some of these jumps go across the screen, as you've mentioned, and even though it is at a relatively low BPM, like it's just 200 BPM jumps, like at this CS and at that spacing, it is so hard to hold combo on anything at all, and that makes it so easy to miss. That's why nobody has gotten a score on this above 300k so far in the tournament. Will perhaps be the first, or will data user make another upset of his own
Uh,
on this map? Considering Yuki went for this, and this was a breakpoint for data user during his previous match.
oh, I don't know. Like, if someone actually get 300k score on this, I'll be flipping out on my minds. Like, yeah, sure. This map is 3 minutes long, so you can miss anytime we want. But if you manage to build up a lot of combo on this map, you're pretty sure y- a lot of people will got surprised. What is going on?
Bro, you're you're absolutely right on that, man. Like you see these jumps, man. I'm surprised both of them are still holding an FC, but data user not anymore. However, it seems like his luck's run out on this map because perhaps still holding on incredibly consistently well, hitting those cross screen jumps, the cross map jumps with
Oh,
96 accuracy.
and no one gets that sliders. Spooky sliders. Easy to jump scare. Okay, no one
Ooh.
got the victim on that.
Yeah, you gotta be real careful. At this CS, it's so easy to mess up those sticks. But look at that perhap. Is I've seen the first half
Oh.
of the map. That's the first time we've seen anyone do this in this in this round, I believe. And not even halfway into the map, he's already the best score on the HR2 as data user finds another miss. This guy is shredding this. What is wrong with him?
Oh, it's already at 300k. Okay, I'm already. Okay. Whew, that's scared.
Oh my god, thank he's human. Thank God. Oh my
They're
god.
still human. Okay, dude, that's good.
Bro, I was if he got 500k, there's literally no way. I swear.
Oh, I need a breather for that. Oh, it's 330k score on this. That's crazy.
Now data user left to answer with barely any scraps left. He does find the misses, perhaps does find a bit more breaks in the second half, but data user also trades it out as well. And with the accuracy deficit, he just needs to answer back with so much more, but he's just unable to. He completely misaimed that double. Perhaps does trade, but listen, the damage has been done. With a combo like that, as you were saying, any bit of combo that you can garner on this map will be instrumental in just taking the point by such a massive margin. And you can already see him FCing the first half of this map just gave him that extremely good lead that pretty much just cemented this as his second point already. Even with one more quarter left, one more eighth left of the map, data user is continuing to trade it out with perhaps. But it's data user who needs to answer back with a combo of his own, and with the trades coming in, this is just not the situation that he wants. There's barely any map left, and with a 400k staring down at you, while you have just shy of 300k, what more can you do but just just give up? Because this is an insane performance from Perhaps.
430k and counting. 400. Oh, almost. Almost
Oh my god.
440k. That's a crazy top 1 score already. By perhaps.
Bro, the only people who've played this map so far in the round are the higher seeds. The Seed 2 and Distant Waves. You see Zone Luis, Lord Gabriel as well playing this map as the Seed 8 and Seed 5 respectively. Ailu and Yuki as well. But it's Perhaps as the seasoned Hard Rock player. The Seed 12. Look at the top score on the Hard Rock too. When the circles are that small, he is just there to hit all of them, man.
And they don't sleep with data user score also. I mean he got 250k also, so that's next to the top. So impressive scores on these players, and with that there's data users immediately responding to DT1.
Wow, okay. Pretty interesting to go for a DT1 over something more stamina or speed oriented. I mean, they both played this map, they've both gotten really good scores on them, but just like with the Nomad one, it's data user left to answer with a little bit more, considering perhaps got a 933k during his match against Rewind, and data user did put up a pretty solid 700k against Yuki, but even then, that's a really huge margin. I guess you could argue that this map is pretty much just combo game like the Nomad one. So if data user can hit all of the key eyes, he can absolutely run away with a pretty solid second point on the board. But even then, this is a really scary one, especially when Perhaps is really strong as well when it comes to the DT mechanics. You can't count him out even when things get speedy, because DT1's still in Perhaps ballpark, that's for sure.
And this map is it's and like you said earlier, it's anyone's game. Some players just gotta farm map this,
I guess if you are a pretty seasoned DT player, you could probably get like a 500 PP on this in match. I mean, we did see one FC on this already from Distant Wave. So if you can farm on this, go ahead. Data user and Perhaps looking to cook on the DT1. Pretty interesting. We keep seeing the ones getting picked as the first maps of the match. I guess both of these players pretty comfortable when it comes to the A mechanics, but let's see if the DT1 can go right in data user's way, because this would be a pretty instrumental breakpoint for Perhaps. So far, accuracy is pretty similar, slightly in favor of Perhaps though, which is quite interesting. But data user still holding the combo. No misses just yet. We'll just have to wait for the first KI to come in. But even then, this map is also really rough when it comes to the speed mechanics. The bursts are coming in, and Data User is the first to fall. Perhaps is now running away with a pretty solid combo in the first KI. He just needs to hold onto these jumps, hit the bursts. Look at him not wanting to let go on the sliders at all, and Data User has made a pretty massive mistake as Perhaps is looking to FC the first KI.
Quickly seeing their scores and data users surprised how perhaps is holding in this map.
Bro, that's a massive mistake, man. Data User. I guess we can sort of see why he wasn't looking forward to pick the DT2 or the Hidden 4. Because it seems like his speed may not be looking too good for the day. You know, Data User still comfortable when it comes to the jumps. Relatively similar accuracies. But what got him was the burst, and now another burst section coming in. Will he hit it? No! It's Furp actually, meanwhile, to miss on the
Oh.
burst right before the KI. And now Data User is the one to hold. It's completely flipped over his head. And now this KI absolutely important, absolutely instrumental for Data User to run away with. Will he hit these final jumps? And he does.
And there's still a lot of time seeing each other's scores and perhaps don't know what's happened there. And
Oh my God.
data users needs to hold this to if he wants to get that opportunity to put that score lead back to him.
The combo was so important for Perap to hold, but as soon as he got it, he lost it on the same way that Data User lost his. And now, at the very middle of the map, a more rougher section of the map to miss on. Data User looking to run it back, take this map potentially back from Perap's hands. But he misses.
No!
Oh!
No!
Now with the opportunity, the driver's seat handed back right on the tip of his fingers. He's still holding on the last KI. He may have missed at the middle of the map, but he has just granted the biggest chance. He slips it right away. Data User. Will there be enough time to take it back? More misses come in. The easier jumps now at the very end of the map. There's still some time for Data User to bring it back if he manages to hold more misses. But they trade. Is there time? The accuracy instrumental at this part of the map. Data User, can you run it back?
There's still a bit
Spin
of
to
time.
win. Oh my God, the spinner. Data
Hold up.
User,
Oh, the
a
score
bit
is
of
so
solace. A bit of opportunity. He brings it back to 6K. But the accuracy is speaking wonders here. He finds 100s on the sliders. Prap is holding his very best at the very end of the map. Will it be
Oh.
enough for Prap to hold it? Yes, it will. As he gets the first breakpoint of the match.
Ah, that's so tense.
Bro.
It could be a good opportunity for data user to put that score lead back, but right before the
Oh my
difficulty
God.
spike section, the very last section, data user missed.
Bro, he messed up the triple right before the KI. That was such an opportunistic moment for Prap to just steal it back, man. Data User, he had the cards in play. He could have ran away with it, but it just wasn't enough. He let go for 1 single second, and who was there to steal it off of his fingers? Prap was there, and now it's 3-1. Prap now has some options to go for if he wants to run away with this. Considering the sort of options he has on the table, he could go for the tech picks, which I would say is quite some toss-ups since Data User is also particularly strong on those. DT3 is potentially an option, slightly reading oriented, but even then, I'm not too sure, man. I feel like every single pick in this map, in this poll, is going to be a toss-up, and I don't know. We're just gonna hope for the best. If Perhaps can consolidate that breakpoint, it would be massive.
For me, if I were perhaps there's hidden 4 open, so maybe maybe speed abuse is an option because perhaps won that after that breakpoint.
Hidden 4. I mean, I guess so. It would be a pretty decent pick. I would say Parap is probably stronger than the data user when it comes to the hiddens. But even then, thinking of you is probably the hardest map in the pool, and it's probably not something that Prep is looking forward to playing. So I'm guessing that one's gonna be left as a toss-up. DT2 could be an option if Prep wants to go for speed, but yeah, I guess we're just gonna be seeing standard picks here. DT3 is gonna be perhaps next option. Family Mart, the old style low AR DT pick is gonna be his shot at potentially pushing this to 4-1.
Tira, tira, tira. Tira, tira. This map is a banger. Tira, tira,
Bro.
tira. So it's one year of old maps. It's an old map. DT3. Tira, tira, tira.
Bro, the hype on this map, like screw HD3, screw those other hype maps. Who cares about HR3 or HR1, bro? This is the real hype map. This is where everyone gets their hearts pumping, bro.
And we saw that these players immediately checking it out. The
Bro,
map.
oh my god. Okay, there's not much to check at the very least, so which is good for both of them probably, since I don't think they're two seasoned low AR players. It's only 1 minute and 37 seconds, so if they're gonna practice, I mean, they could practice right now, I guess, and probably set decent scores. Since the map itself is relatively consistent all throughout, the problem is actually hitting the patterns, because even though the AR is pretty low, the rhythm itself is pretty straightforward, and the mechanics on this map is also really brutal. The linear jumps, the bursts, man, these could really trip you up if you're not careful, and you can find misses absolutely everywhere. Considering the highest score on this map, only just about 420k from accuracy.
Mm-hmm. It's something you want to watch out is the stacking of the circles, especially there are some patterns that not just triples, there are quadruples and even six notes. So you don't notice that. Oh, and that start. Yeah, that's not a good run, but it's
Oh,
less than 2 minutes. Yeah.
well, it is less than 2 minutes, but I think that just makes it all the more important to hold as much as you can at the beginning. This is one of the more relatively easier parts of the map. Very simple and straightforward with the bursts and the jumps. And Data User trying his best to hold as well as he can, but he finds the miss. Prep does trade. And now it's the accuracy speaking here. 88 to 93, giving Data User that slight 30k lead. Some of the more rougher jumps of the map are going to be coming in real soon. Those triangles, very devious. The linears now, in just a minute. Look at this section, bro. Both of them just continuing to trade it out. But at the very least, Data User has a 3% accuracy lead.
Seeing their each other's scores, it's so rough enough that we can see perhaps accidentally tapping the smoke button.
Bro. It's fine though. I mean, accidents do happen. Let's just hope he can manage to fix it right now. As Data User finds a break on the burst, Prep does trade, but the accuracy shifts it back. It is going back and forth between either of these players. And now in the last quarter, barely any map left, the hardest part of the map. The stacking is so weird on this section of the map. The triples and the 1/4 jumps. Both of them continuing to find breaks, but the accuracy still in Data User's ballpark. Not anymore though as it shifts back over to the red side. Data User is finding so many chain misses and perhaps might just have barely enough to take a 4th point on the match.
That scared me. Oh, perhaps winning his map.
Bro.
So data user is the will be the victim of that very last pattern. Chain misses, and giving that score back to perhaps.
That's just really unlucky, honestly. He had the act through the entire map, but he lost it at the very end where the tapping got really rough and he just couldn't cheese it enough. All he had to do was like hold his accuracy as much as he can, and he just couldn't do that very same thing. That led to his downfall, and now looking down for the one, data user is left to answer with a lot because HR3, despite being his protect, is what I would say another toss up. Not a safe pick, that's for sure. HR3 Mesmerizer, it's HR Tech, and Prap is definitely well versed when it comes to picks like these. When it comes to maps like these, this comes in relatively short as well, just like that DT3 at only just slightly longer than 2 minutes. So Prap can definitely combo game and run away with this. He should be more comfortable as well when it comes to acting this, but Data User, he did get a really strong score, relatively strong score last time when he faced against Yuki on this map, coming in at 348k. The answer now is, will Prap be able to match that, and will Data User be able to bring this back, because he is looking down at a potential match point if he doesn't find the right pick real soon.
The data user picking this, so he's starting to pick the tech maps. So immediately after that TT1, going for a tech map, and say that this was his protect pick. Um, with this current situation, maybe there's a chance for data user to get that back, but unfortunately that early chain miss, that's not a good news for data user, but it's still early.
Yep, still a lot of map left in the table. I guess they're not too comfortable at the beginning sliders or the burst just yet, but we still have a lot more left for this map to offer. That burst is a really wild one. I guess Data are just not looking comfortable so far on this map. Still a lot left to cover. Prep, the one holding the combo, messes up the slider, but Data User also follows up with a miss aim. It seems like Prep is just finding a lot more combos than Data User is, despite being on the accuracy deficit here. But another break on the KI though might provide Data User a bit of a chance. There's still one more KI left as long as he can hold this combo all throughout.
Oh, this is already tense. Data user unfortunately breaking the next super half.
Ooh.
This is a collapsible moment.
Both of them do not like this map, I guess. But I'm honestly like, it is just back and forth between both of them. I mean, the earlier combo did provide Prap a bit of a lead, but will he be able to keep it with this burst coming in? They both hit it. They both see the scores. Information shared. They both know what's up, and Data User giving up just yet, but is it really over? You need to keep your head in the game, but he just
No.
unfortunately isn't able to. He messes up that slightly mid-link slider, and now Prap with the combo can potentially run away if he holds it. Data User, one last quarter. Do you still have it left in you to potentially bring it back if Prap misses? But no, the slider breaks keep on coming. This was his protect in a similar fashion that he did during the last match. He will pick his protect pick and he will lose it as well, with a pretty decent margin coming in from Prap. Very scrappy gameplay from both of them, but at the very least, Prap will be able to run away with a little bit more, with a slight dent over the Data User, taking a 5th point to push this match to its very limit.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate by data user, and that gives a lot of momentum to Perhap, and it's his match point. And what's worse, it's perhaps next pick.
This is not looking good right now. Perhaps, I mean, so far he's been looking pretty confident on all of the maps he's played so far. I mean, that Nomad 1 kind of messed that up a little bit, but everything else, the text, the reading, the gimmicks, pretty solid so far from Parap. Now he has, considering he's won the Protect in HR3, he has a lot more left to potentially go for. HD3 is on the table. He could go for Nomad 3 or Nomad 4 as well. DT2 if he wants to go for speed. DT4 as well. He just needs to go for the right decision. I'm not sure if HD4 would be pretty good, but if he's looking for this, for the hidden abuse, maybe that as well. It seems like everything's everything is in perhaps side right now, as he's practically won every skill set that he's needed to shut data users confidence down.
Yeah, with that perhaps momentum, he can pick any map he wants and going for hidden
Oh
tree.
my god. Oh no.
uh,
Hidden 3.
a secure maybe a secured map for perhaps. But hey, it's isn't it a good way to end his match?
I would say this literally is a second tiebreaker, bro. But yeah, it would be a pretty solid song to end the match, but I don't know. Data user, I mean, he cooked. He definitely did cook last round. He took down Yuki, man. He can contest on the text if he's able to. If he finds it in himself to push that extra step and get the combo. On a map like this, what's extremely important when you can find misses anywhere, on the cut streams, on the aim control, on the sliders, the accuracy and the consistency. Both of these players not being seasoned HD players compared to the rest of the players still in the tournament. We're probably going to be seeing a lot of misses from both of them, a lot of chain misses. It's going to be coming down to whether they can hold the accuracy and the consistency through the 4 minutes and 48 seconds that this map has to offer. And there you go, perhaps looking to shut it down on something that you would expect him to be more comfortable with, the tech map of the pool. It may be on the hidden, but he can still play this without a doubt. Accuracy so far to start not looking too good, but there's still a lot of map left. We should treat this as a tiebreaker, because it literally just is that, man.
Yeah, I can do that. Oh my god.
Just a couple of sliders to warm both of these players up. And now the Floim section comes in. Perhaps finds the first breaks. A massive collapse on the slider stream. Data user does find a massive break as well, but Perhaps trades it out. And he has a 10% accuracy lead right now. Completely instrumental, absolutely significant for him. He does find a lot more drops, but even then, that's going to be doing a lot of damage at the start of the map. He just needs to hold it on a little bit longer, despite perhaps having that combo lead. He can still run it back as long as he finds the consistency.
Oh my god. There's still a lot of time left. We're about to reach the. Oh, that's a huge chain miss by data user. Oh,
Oh my god! He just collapsed. He's collapsed. They're both dying. They're both trading. They're both doing something. Bro, why they both can't play this map, man? Jesus. Oh my god. The chain misses though. More so over the data user side, despite him looking more comfortable at the starting tech section. Once the flowing came in, that's what really counted as now. While it was 20k over to the side of blue, it has shifted 20k over to the side of red. Going into the next tech section of the map. This one is a bit more slider heavy, not too much flowing, which could be over the data user's side potentially, but even then, he has both a combo and the accuracy lead.
Jesus!
Accuracy deficit.
Not yet. There's still time.
Oh my god. Data user, is it too early to back down now? Man, the mental isn't looking too good from him right now. After that HR3, after collapsing on a couple of his picks early on, will he be able to find it in himself in the second half of the map? A 7% accuracy deficit, down by 30k. He has half of Perhaps score right now, but they're both on similar combos. Not anymore. But even then, there's still 2 minutes left of map. Just find it in himself. He just needs to find it in himself to get some sort of bounce back. This tech section, he was looking good at this sort of mapping earlier on, but not anymore. The chain misses come in. Perhaps does trade it out, but even then, man, there's no collapse coming in from Perhaps just yet, and a complete misread on data user. The stream section coming in, both of them finding chain misses. Data user does hit a little bit more than Prap is right now, which shifts that lead a little bit closer. But even then, it's not enough. We need to see more collapses. We need to see Prap mess up a bit more. But look at Data user. He misses a full stream. And now the lead goes back over the Prap side by 50k.
Oh, that's unfortunate moment for data user, and we already reached the last section of this map, so I presume that this is the difficulty spike, and both of his
Yeah.
players are not having a good time.
Oh my god, he does not want to play.
Yeah.
Data user, valiant efforts, taking down some of the strongest D rankers in the tournament, taking so many players so far, pushing his run over to the very limit. But when it comes down to it, Perhap is just there to take it back, to run away. He just cannot play this map at all. The hardest streams of the map has just been hit, and with both of them scrappy performances, but even then, Perhap manages to hit enough to shut Data User down. 42 players, 42 hopefuls looking to cement their names into the history books, and Perhap will be amongst the top 6 looking to do just that in the finals. Perhaps your Seed 12 will be the last player joining the top 6 of PH Nationals 2025.
Oh, what a way to end this map, honestly. End this match, rather. I don't know what else. Um, that's your last match of this round, and we next week will be the face-off of top 6. Yeah, you say.
Yep. Now from 42, only 6 remain. Data user, valiant efforts, taking so many higher seeded players so far, upsetting Yuki, taking down Trigger Happy, beating Aurora. But unfortunately, it's gonna be Perhap to just have that slight edge on him when it comes to the tech maps, and top 6 has been solidified. The very end game has been reached. Perhaps one of the D rankers, one of the rising stars of the tournament, unknown years prior, is now going to be the last player joining the top 6, and now the bracket has been solidified. Your top 3 players in Zone Luis, the veteran, the old man, the uncle, as your seed 8, will be facing against another uncle, another veteran as well, who's played in OWC past in Distant Waves as seed 2. Will be your winners bracket match. Meanwhile, the bouts in losers bracket are going to be an absolute sight to watch. Ailu versus Ikarusi, seed 6 versus seed 1, and Lord Gabriel is going to be perhaps next opponent in the bracket. Another tough one.
And don't mind, this is finals. The star rating are no joke now. Next week, and that will be tomorrow's finals, Maple Showcase. You don't want to miss that out. Possibly that will be 8 p.m. So don't miss that tomorrow.
Ooh. Well, with that and that all done, I guess nothing left to say. Semifinals is done, and from 12, just 6 remain. GG well played to both Parap and Data User, and that's gonna be Nationals 2025 in the semifinals round concluding for this week. And yeah, as Toshiro Ken mentioned, stay tuned for the finals pool showcase for tomorrow, which is where everything is going to get a lot more interesting. Where a lot of these players, a lot of these new hopefuls, which I'm guessing isn't too seasoned when it comes to an SR this high, will be facing each other off after they see the pool, which I believe is going to come in at a 7.6 average star rating.
So that's already a wild star rating for the next weekend. And yeah, you don't want to miss that out. That will be tomorrow, possibly 8 p.m. So yeah. And yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it for this semifinals round of Nationals 2025. And uh, for now, we'll be signing off in this commentary booth. In their yours truly, our host, Hirkan, and alongside with Miss Gabbers.
Mhm.
And yeah, anything else?
I think that should just be that should be it. Nothing left to announce, nothing left to say. The match has ended, the round has ended. We'll see you guys next time.
Goodbye.